Welcome back, I'm Ron the Cook. Today we're going to be doing another summer cocktail. Now this cocktail came from my good friend Liz. Her choice for a cocktail was the Gimlet. Now I do think that a proper gin gimlet is a perfect summer cocktail. It's light, refreshing, acidic. Now the gimlet has a very long history, and it comes from the British Navy. Doctors in the British Royal Navy would find out that citrus could prevent scurvy, and scurvy was a nasty disease. So the British started having tons and tons of limes on their ships whenever they travel. But obviously sucking on a lime with nothing else is rather disgusting. So the 1867 Merchant Shipping Act made it mandatory to carry portions of lime juice on every ship. But obviously lime juice doesn't just hold on its own, so they're preserving it using rum. And you're only one step away from having a daiquiri. But the higher rank officers, being men of class, would use gin instead. But along comes Lachlan Rose, who owned a shipping yard in Leith, Scotland. And the same year as the Shipping Act, he patented Rose's Lime Cordial, which preserved the lime juice in sugar. So when you look for recipes, you're going to see a lot of people say that a gimlet is just simply fresh lime juice and gin with no sugar added, which is technically not incorrect. That is how the British sailors began drinking it. But in reality, the gimlet doesn't become an actual cocktail until later on because of Rose. Then Rose's Lime Cordial began getting shipped all over the world, not just for sailors. You can now have lime in your cocktails anywhere in the world. As for the name Gimlet, one story says it's named after a British Navy doctor, Rear Admiral Sir Thomas Desmond Gimlet. His name is spelled differently, but we'll go with it. In bars today, we're definitely not using Rose's Lime Cordial. It used to be made out of pure ingredients, sugar, lime, nothing else. Today, it's a much longer list, and it doesn't exactly taste like lime anymore. So almost every bar in the world today that makes a gimlet makes what some would call a fresh gimlet. Fresh lime juice, simple syrup, and gin. But you've never truly tasted a proper gimlet unless you've had it done with a lime cordial. So we're going to take that idea of a lime cordial and give it a little bit of a twist using yuzu extract. Fresh yuzu is incredibly hard to find in the US, and sometimes yuzu juice, the ones you find are loaded with chemicals or vinegar or something to preserve it. I have found this brand, which is an all-natural, non-GMO yuzu extract. This is 100% juice. And when you look at the ingredient list, it says yuzu citrus juice. That's it. So let's make a yuzu cordial. Now there is sediment in this bottle, so give it a good shake. Link in the description below on how to get some. 200 milliliters or 200 grams of yuzu juice. Now we're going to add 200 grams of granulated white sugar and the peel from 2 fresh limes. You don't want to get too much of the white. That pith is very bitter. Don't forget to juice these limes as well. Yuzu is such a strong flavor that this lime juice is not going to interfere with the flavor profile. We're going to turn this up to 200 degrees, just under boiling. We do not want this to boil. It will become bitter. Now the reason I'm using my induction burner is because I can have an exact temperature, especially when you're making infusions with alcohol or making syrups like this. You want to have exact control, and that's why induction is so helpful in this kind of recipe. Now obviously you don't need to own an induction burner, but it does help. And they're energy savers. Now we're gonna let this simmer for exactly 10 minutes and then cut off our heat. Then the absolute worst part of this recipe. We have to wait 6 hours before we can enjoy a cocktail. We have to let the cordial cool completely with all of the peel in there. It's gonna extract all those oils over time. But then we can strain it and enjoy our cocktail. It's now been 6 hours. We can finally make a cocktail. But before that, we're gonna add in 4.25 grams of citric acid. This is going to help bump up the acid level along with helping preserve this a little bit longer in our fridge. You just want to sprinkle it in and then give it a nice stir till it's dissolved, and we're going to strain it. And there it is. Look at that beautiful color. Now, to bottle it for a cocktail. Let's be smart and grab a funnel. I thought since we're using yuzu, why not use Roku Gin with 6 unique Japanese botanicals, namely sakura flower, yuzu peel, sencha tree, Sancho pepper, sakura leaf, and gyokuro tea. We're going to start with 2.5 ounces of Roku Gin, or 75 mils. Then 1 ounce, or 30 mils, of our Yuzu Cordial. I'm going to grab my big cube here, give it a nice hit. And give it a shake. Nice hard shake. Got my chilled cocktail glass here. I'm choosing the Etched Libby Coupe. Let's double strain into our cocktail glass here. We're going to garnish with a paper-thin slice of lime. There is our Yuzu Gimlet. Oh God, that Yuzu has so much more scent than its lime counterpart. There's just something magical about that. Sweet, acidic, incredibly refreshing. The gin pairs perfectly with the Yuzu. Incredibly floral. The sweetness really highlights the floral nature of the sakura blossoms. That Yuzu is just so pungent, it's amazing. I think that right here, this is perfectly balanced. If you want to be a little more acidic, add in a 1/2 ounce of lime juice. It'll be fine. Cheers to summer, and cheers to you, Liz. Excellent choice. If you want to check out the rest of my summer cocktails, click on up there. And if you want to check out some of my side dishes for this summer, click right there. Until next time, I'm Ron the Cook.